80,000. They have come out in very good numbers today at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Columbus Caps and the Washington Redskins. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Second 90, black 15. Shoot. White. Twist. 22 jet bomber.
First carry for Darius Geis. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. It's Geis on the counter. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Rivers on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it, and the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward, since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Check 56. So don't say nothing. You got tight right there.
Here's the first carry for Northwestern's Justin Jackson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Excellent effort defensively by him. 2 tackles for a loss last week, now 1 here in the first quarter.
He's an absolute disruptor, isn't he? And I think most offenses would love to go against guys who just want to hold the point of attack and try and keep things clean for their linebackers. But when they make those moves and they can get upfield, past the offensive line into the backfield, that's hard to handle.
On 2nd and 11 now. Winston, complete. It's Henry. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here.
You better be afraid of me. Undercross, undercross, undercross. Check safety, check safety. Easy, 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 easy. Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. It's a party now. It's a party now.
From the gun, Winston. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Badgley hit from 59 in his rookie season. This one not quite as long, but he shows off that big leg by hitting another from distance. After the made field goal, Badgley back out there for the kickoff. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Working out of the gun, Rivers. He'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A Redskin first down, the pickup 15 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Coming this way, here we go, here we go. Here we go. Hey, easy, easy. Check 13. Check. You draw Corkers.
On the ground, it's Geis. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Bill, 180, 180. Hey, man, watch the boot, watch the boot. Hey, Delta. 57's the mic, 57's the mic. Hey, time. 57's the mic. Hey, Rocket. The mic. Let's go. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Round 80. Strip the ball. Red Delta. 57's the mic. Watch 57. Set the turn. Hey, Haywood. Defense, let's go. Mike's 57. 57's Mike. Not today, you are. Not today.
A first down throw here for Rivers. Complete. Richardson has it. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. And a nice gain of 21 yards. A nice little completion there by Phillip Rivers. And you and I were reading the article yesterday, 5th grade. Rivers had to do a project where he had to make a poster about his dreams and aspirations. So he clipped out a football player from a magazine article and pasted his face on the helmet. That's what he wanted to be, and it turned out okay.
Not so bad at all. Remember, he's the son of a coach. And on that play, I think he made the old coach proud with that completion.
On first down, this is Geis. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Here we go. I can't read. Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't begin. Don't get nervous. Jim. Take four.
And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 18-yard line.
They're 180, 390. Double dog. Hey, Rocket. Kill. Hey, Delta.
Rivers to throw this time. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Paul Richardson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins have taken the lead. Extra point safely through, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
At the 24-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, this is Jackson. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a gain of 6, and it's 3rd down.
The Redskins on 3rd down, putting an extra man here in the secondary.
Wait. Check out 3. Deuce.
Working out of the gun, Winston. And that will be incomplete. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
4th down, and on is Ty Long to punt. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the 7. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments.
Touchdown, Washington! Darius Geis, 94 yards. And the Redskins get the quick strike touchdown. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. A 1st down throw for Winston. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Deron Payne in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
2nd down.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Check. Out.
Jameis to throw it. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. The safety blitz works perfectly that time for Landon Collins.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Winston. And that is incomplete.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up 1st downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
Here's Ty Long now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
Check, 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 check.
Play fake, Rivers. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
Well, first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from the Motor City. It's the Lions that have grabbed the early lead. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Cluster, cluster, cluster.
Chopper, chopper.
Safety's creeping. Switch it, switch it, switch it. 0. Back, back, back.
They'll try and get it with Geis. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time.
Come on now.
The 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. After one, a 14-3 ball game.
Hey, front 80. 56. Let's go one more. Load it. Load it. He's mine. 56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56. All day, baby. All day, baby.
On 1st and 10, Rivers. He's got his running back, Darius Geis. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Play action now, Rivers. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out.
It's a sack. Come on, fellas.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long.
Here I come. Here I come. Buffalo one. Buffalo one. Hey, orbit. Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Come off the ball.
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And the pressure gets to him again. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa. And keep your eye on that man. 4 sacks last week, 1 there here in the 2nd quarter. He can be so disruptive.
So what was he doing in the 1st quarter? What was going on?
Took a nap.
I think he tried to lull him to sleep a little bit. Like, yeah, okay, maybe you've got me this week. No longer. And you know, with the 4 sacks last week, it's obvious he gets his in flurries.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, That answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Check 56. Watch the run. Watch the run. Kill, 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 kill. Watch twist. Watch twist. Sonic. Watch the safety creep. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Let him go.
Now a play fake here on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
Check 43. No, no, no. Off, off, off.
Now Winston. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. This offense so far on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5.
Check 25. Check 25. Joker, 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 Joker. Green, Timothy.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. And it's complete. Henry. And he's into the clear. Past the 20. Touchdown. Hunter Henry. His 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Well, that's pretty impressive, Charles. It's one thing to be an elite speed wide receiver and have all that yards after the catch into the end zone, but from your tight end?
Yeah, you don't get that very often. What you're describing is more like a Tyreek Hill, a Devontae Adams, and Antonio Brown. You're not talking about a guy that lines up or can line up in line and look like an extra tackle on running plays. He took that bad boy downfield just like he was a scat back.
Before the game, he told me, I'm going to have a zinger or two today. And I was like, a zinger or two? I guess that's a zinger, right?
That's a zinger.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
And the drive begins with a run by Geis. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
At the 35-yard line.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down.
It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day. Hatch it. Hatch it.
Shotgun handoff now to Geis. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. This is Geis, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 35-yard line.
Step round 80, 390. Hey. 57's the mic. Watch 57. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
They'll try to throw here. Rivers off to Geis on the screen. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Step 180. Step 180. That's a run. They're running it.
Third and short yardage, Rivers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Ready? Black 22. 56. Come to my work. We want it. Come to my work. Switch. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Here's Jackson. And an alley to run. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That one good for 16 as the drive continues. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Shift.
To throw is Winston. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
A little jet sweep to start the drive, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13. you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Hey, I'm going to go load it. Load it. 57's the mic. Turn 5-4. Hey, keep it up. Keep it up. 57's the mic. 57's the mic. 3 buzz, 3 buzz.
Now on 2nd and 13. Rivers. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Paul Richardson with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his second extra point here in the first half. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
He don't know no better.
On the ground, this is Jackson. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They run on first down with Jackson. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now a give, right side. It's Jackson. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Hey, ready? Blue ready. Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. Bang, 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 bang. Flip it, flip it, flip it.
Running on first down, Eckler. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 38-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Check 15. Hey, 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Check 37. Under 10. Under 10. 10.
They'll try to throw now. Winston. He's going to let it go end zone for Allen. And this is going to be intercepted. Sean Davis with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. The running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
17-yard line.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But
this is
I'm doing
it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Six yards on that last play. Here's second and 4. They'll run again with Jackson. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears. Check 3, check 3, check 3.
Now Winston. Complete. Hunter Henry with the ground. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. So from the 36 now, first and 10. They'll run with Jackson. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
Check 24, check 24. Check the backer, check the backer.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, second and 15.
Check tight. Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky. Check 9, check 9. Sonny.
Play fake. Winston. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Ready. You ready. You better bring it. You done it. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it. Let's go.
On first down, Jackson. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. They run the counter. Jackson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A gain of 13. It's a first down. He had a really solid first half running the football and picking up where he left off here in the third quarter.
How about the yardage he's piling up right now? This feels like a full game, not just this series that we're watching right now. I know people are screaming, where are the adjustments from halftime on the defensive side of the ball? Sometimes they're just not there. Sometimes you just have to find a way to tackle someone.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15.
Check 26, check 26.
Throwing, Winston. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Black 11! Come on, boy. You better be ready. Don't be scared of it.
From the 36, Rivers, and Diggs has it. He's got a first down. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this will be scooped up by the defense. There he goes right side. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it, and you know that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that will shave one more off this lead. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number 1 because margin for error is starting to slip away. And now it's down to a 1-score game.
Check 3, check 3. Red. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. Hey, watch the edge, watch the edge.
They start on the ground with Geis. There's a nice move, pushing through the contact. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. And now time will be called here as we've got an injured Redskin down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here, 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jarek McKinnon. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here comes to me, it's me.
Hey, go orange.
They just got that play off. Now Rivers. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Desmond King there on the coverage.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10.
57's the mic. 57's the mic. Tighten up. Pull it together.
Hunt.
57. Mike, 57.
Throwing again. Rivers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Uchenna Nwosu racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Green 90, ground 80.
Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
0.
Third and long for Rivers. Going deep for Walker. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
At the 37-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Whip. Watch the whip.
They run again with Jackson. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? when the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Ready? Blue lady. Mark 56. Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
On third down, this is Jackson. And for the moment, this will be a first down. But we have a marker on the field. Let's see if this stands. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. Watch the slap. Watch easy, easy, easy. Mike 20, Mike 20. Ricky, 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 Ricky. Switch.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's going to launch this thing way down, and that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. It's a big play there. 43 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Check. Hey, stop. Follow.
Mike 20. Hey, Mike 20. 3 buzz.
From the gun, Winston going for it all. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
He was defended by Patrick Peterson.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Now it's Jackson. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
Watch the shit. Check 52.
Here's Winston. Forced out to his left. And this is going to be incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. So with less than a minute gone by here in this 4th quarter, the field goal there gets this thing back to even.
And it's setting up for a fantastic finish, isn't it, partner? It's been a well-played game, a hard-hitting game. The fans are into it. The announcers are into it. This is going to be a great 4th quarter.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
A good run on 1st down. It's got him very close to the line to gain, just shy of the 35.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard.
Tighten up, tighten. Recon, 132 fighter. Check 49, check 49.
2nd down, McKinnon. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 10 yards there, good for a Redskin first down. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. To throw, Rivers. He gets it in the hands of Geis. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. I'm scared. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. He can't hang. He's not even skinny.
Here's Rivers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was the strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17, following the 2 negative plays.
Load it. 57's the mic. Watch 57. You remember me? You remember me? Let's go, baby. Mike's 57. 57's Mike.
From the gun, Rivers. He finds his target. It's Crowder. A good pickup there, a 22.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Rivers now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Geis. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
36-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They stay on the ground. Geis again. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
The Redskins on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Working out of the gun, Rivers. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it, happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
First down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want a drive to end with a kick. Most of them want it to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants a drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Again, it's Jackson as he'll stay on the ground. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll run on 1st down. It's Jackson, and he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
Come on, D. Check 99. Check 99. Come on. Sunday. 56. Your track. Your track.
On the carry, it's Jackson. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
Rush in. Rush in. Rush in. He's coming. Double up. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Let him go.
To throw, Winston. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Here's Ty Long now as he'll come on to kick this one away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
Here we go.
At their own 12-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right.
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. 30, 20, 10, touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis, 88 yards. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
He's coming. We got double up. Check, crunch. Let's go.
Working out of the gun, Winston. He's going to let this one go deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. Looking to erase a 2-score deficit here in the 4th quarter. Going for some big plays.
Yeah, they certainly were. They just decided one shot, didn't they? Forget trying to move the ball downfield in small little increments. Let's go for the big one. But how about the defense playing situational football, looking at the scoreboard and realizing what can hurt us most? The deep shot. They played it well.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Winston, he's airing it out for Williams. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call, and you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all of that yardage. That would be a big play.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and forever. Winston. And Winston lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy.
5 on the 50.
Now Winston on 4th down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. Thank goodness. That means this next drive is going to begin 1st and goal already at the 5-yard line. So this one fairly well in the bag as they take over with a 1st and goal.
Watch the pass.
Geis, they'll try to run it. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go. Under crunch.
Again, Geis. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Redskins capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. The extra point up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Jackson. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Now Jackson. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards.
First down, Caps.
Ready. Blue lady.
Night, night, sweetheart.
White.
Going on the ground with Eckler. Calais Campbell on the stop.
Calais Campbell on the stop. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the Redskins' 36-yard line.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it, and they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Redskins, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for our visitors, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.